Hari Om and welcome to the contemplation of Bhaja Govindam. Today we will take up Shloka 27, 28 and 29. So, who would like to begin? Deepaji, would you like to begin?
Okay, sir. The Bhagavad-gītā and the gēyaṃ gītā nāma sahasraṃ dēyaṃ śrīpati rūpam ajasram nēyaṃ sajjana saṅgē chittaṃ dēyaṃ dīnajanāya vittam. The Bhagavad-gītá and the Sahasranáma should be sung. The form of the Lord of Lakshmi, Vishnu should always be meditated on. The mind should be led to the company of the good and the wealth should be distributed among the indigent. We have to chant the Sahasranáma and go through the Bhagavad-gītā, and the form of Lord Vishnu should be meditated on. Then the mind should be led to the company of the good and wealth should be distributed. Doing all this, I think the mind would get purified, and all these will lead us to the path of the liberation. So these things are to be done.
Okay.
Mind should be led to the company of the good, in the sense, I think attending these classes is equal to leading the mind to the company of the good.
And what do you understand from wealth should be distributed among the indigent?
The wealth that we get by attending these sessions can be spread to others.
Excellent. Any other points from Deepaji?
Even if we are ready to spread, sir, we don't find anyone around who is wanting to receive it. They are busy in the material world itself.
So that is where you can invite. So, for example, you can simply begin by spreading a message around your wherever you are living, or by going to the temple, saying that you are willing to conduct some kind of a session on some regular basis.
Not me, but if I tell anyone about this light of self, they are conducting the Gita classes, they can attend. No one seems to be interested in it. I give them the number to contact and all, but they say okay, but they'll not contact.
That is okay. Again, it is all to do with the interest. There is no point in dragging uninterested to these sessions. It will not work like that. It will work for the ones who are interested.
Yes, sir.
But the point for you and me during the sadhana is that we should be focused our mind on these activities.
Yes, sir.
One of the ways is to be part of the spreading the knowledge in whatever the little way that you and I can.
Yes, sir.
When Prabhuji started, he had only, I think, 2 people in his, he used to have only 2 people in his Gita classes. And from there, slowly, things have taken the shape that they are today. But the most important thing is that you and I take that step. To give another totally different example, Prabhupada ji, the founder of ISKCON, when he first went to USA, he did not know anyone there at all. But he had a strong feeling that he had to take the message of Krishna to USA. And he just started singing Hare Rama, Hare Krishna in the New York Times Square. It's a very famous place in New York. And as he started chanting, at that time there were all these hippies who used to indulge in a lot of drug and such material abuse. So they felt something crazy about him, and they also started chanting with him, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. And very soon, many of them were off of their drug abuse. And American government at that time used to spend lots of money, because most of the people who were getting into these drug habits were youth. So they found it to be kind of like a miraculous change. So from one to another, it spread, and today ISKCON is a huge institution across the globe. So it doesn't really matter. Volume is not the importance. Not that everything has to become a ISKCON. That is not the point at all. The point is, you and I are getting an opportunity to share. Anything else, Deepaji?
No, sir.
Yeah. Shilpaji, Sarananji, is there anything else you would like to add to this shloka?
Shilpaji, you want to add? Or?
Oh. No, nothing from my side. So.
Okay.
So, if I just look back, with whatever time I'm spending in these sessions, still I see a lot of vasanas from the material side that take over me. So I see that that first two statements, gītā and sahasraṃ should be sung and should form should be meditated, is to basically what at the end of the day, what one wishes, like whatever vasanas one has, that's where the individuals ends up spending time. So this basically will help individual to go in that path. It cannot be that one wants moksha while continue to spend time with the worldly matters a lot more. Yes, there will be time needed to spend, but it is about how much time one ends up spending. So that's where I feel that bhakti and the desire towards the Paramatma or absolute form has to be there. Right? I think that's why he keeps on bringing this wealth again and again. Wealth or the family attachments, right? So the way it is like that, similarly, that kind of attraction needs to be there on this side towards Paramatma. Right? So that's where I feel the first two lines, and the third one is how you can be there. Like there is a saying that like be the best or be with the best. Right? So if you are naturally not going towards it, you be with this satsanga, and like you will eventually reach the path. It's the association that finally influences the individual in a big way. And the final one is the wealth should be distributed is about like the whole life is on the self, like mine, myself, my family, and the more one holds on to that, they will never be able to see the true picture, which is there is no one else other than you. And with this distribution, basically one starts moving away from selfish to selfless, or like um, seeing that seeing self in all, right? Finally, I think that shield has to be broken for one to see the truth, or want to see his real nature.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Only point, additional point I would like to bring forth is when we think in terms of distribution, wealth distribution. So there is dana and there is yajna. Dana is something that somebody needs, and you offer. Typically, somebody needs food, you offer food. Needs clothes. So that is dana. Dana is also important, depending upon your own condition.
Yeah.
What is that you can offer? You should. But the one wealth that the more you offer, the more it grows in you, is the jnana. And that is why jnana yajna is the highest form of any kind of an offering, or what is also called as in the Panchamahayagnas, the Rishi. So that wealth, the more you distribute, the more it grows in you. And the more it grows in you, the more stable you become. So that is the only wealth which never diminishes.
Yeah, agree.
All right. Deepaji, should we continue with the next shloka, or should we go to aparokshanubhuti?
Actually, yeah, let's continue with aparokshanubhuti.
Okay, so then we will stop the contemplation of Bhaja Govindam here. Hari Om.